Y'all, I'm disappointed. The storm wasn't even all that. Like, I'm trying to. The storm wasn't even all that, y'all. Womp womp. Where is this category 5 that they were talking about? That couldn't have been more than a category 2 because it was just wind and rain. It wasn't even any thunder and lightning. Like my husband said that he saw what looked like lightning in the clouds, but it wasn't no thunder. And it's over. Like the storm has moved to Vallejo, Fairfield. It's on its way to Sacramento. Now, Sacramento in the Bay Area is totally different. They have rivers running through Sacramento. So Sacramento could get some flooding. There could be flooding in Sacramento, in other parts of Northern California where they have like mudslides and stuff. But we don't have that here in the Bay Area. Not in the area that we live in. I'm not saying there are no mudslides anywhere, but like most of the flooding here in the Bay Area, in the part of the Bay Area where we live, is like in freeway underpasses where you know how like it kind of dips down for the underpass so it'll flood right there, or in areas where people are not, the city is not cleaning out the storm drains, and leaves and debris will pile up in the storm drains and stuff, and it might cause like some flooding on the streets and stuff. But even though we live by the bay, like you can see the bay literally from our backyard, there's no flooding. That doesn't, the bay itself doesn't flood. So I think it's over. And I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow, but I don't think it's supposed to be that big of a threat. Like not no category 5. I think it's raining for the rest of the week, but just rain. And no like high winds. Now the wind was winding. It was it was winding for a minute. But it wasn't like blow your windows out, winding. It was more like Gizmo go outside and be scared because the wind was blowing and he was just like hurrying up, coming back in the house. But the last time I took Gizmo out, he didn't even get wet. When he came back in the house, he wasn't even wet. Like the only thing that was wet was his feet because he was, um, on the ground. So I've been just sitting here looking at YouTube videos, and I'm like, was Connection Rejection drunk in her last video? Because yeah, she was like getting all close to the camera and stuff. I was like, you all right, girl? You over there hitting that Crown Royal or something? Because I did get a Crown Royal advent calendar for Christmas. I don't know if y'all remember that, but my advent calendar was a Crown Royal set. And it was like the peach Crown Royal, the apple Crown Royal, the vanilla Crown Royal, and some other like fancy one that I had never heard of. But yeah, that was my advent calendar. They were like, small little personal bottles of Crown Royal. I'll show them to you again if you forgot it, but it should be in my shorts. And Adrian, Adrian is funny to me. Adrian made a video and was like, "Can't none of y'all hold a candle to me." And I like to die, okay? Adrian said, can't none of y'all women on YouTube hold a candle to her. Now, this is a woman that lives in her car, and I do not like. I'm not going to talk about someone that is unhoused because we're not allowed to say HOMELESS anymore. That's a bad word. So I'm not going to, speak about a woman that is unhoused or someone that has MENTALILLNESS. I hope I spelled that right. Because we can't say that either in a derogatory way. But honey, Adrian said, look, y'all stay out of my business because me and my mama is fine. After Adrian dog walked her mama in that kitchen, now she wants to come back and say, me and my mama love each other and y'all need to stop trying to turn us against each other. Girl, you the one over there bothering your mama. We taking up for your mama. We on your mama's side. I'm trying to close my bag because I don't want my cheese puffs to get stale. We on your mama's side and Adrian out here mad talking about y'all just don't want me and my mama to be. No, we actually do want you and your mama to be cool. We want you to stop bothering your mama. Okay? And then I was watching Eat with Q. I'm enthralled. Is that the right word? I don't think so. Excited? I don't know, child. I really like Eat with Q's videos in Africa. I like the fact that she is showing like how to cook different foods. Now all that slimy okra, I couldn't have did it. I don't like okra anyway though. I don't like okra, period. Period. I'm not a fan of okra. So I wouldn't have ate none of that. But I'm trying to think, have I ever, I think I had fufu before and I didn't really like it because a friend of mine used to date, was he from Nigeria? I think so. A friend of mine used to date this guy that worked at a African restaurant. And they weren't African. They were from Africa and they made authentic African food. And so one day she had like invited me to come. Now, that was when I tasted a lot of stuff from Africa. I'm not going to lie. I'm not really a fan of like that type of African food. I'm a fan of Ethiopian food. I love Ethiopian food. But fufu and okra and what else was it? Some kind of soup and stuff. I'm not interested. I don't like it. And I don't like when I'm served fish and it's like the whole fish and you gotta pick through and make sure the balls. I don't like all that. Um, yeah, I didn't like it. But I'm down to try. I'm not gonna say I don't like it unless I try it. So like I did try it. But I love the fact that Eat With You is showing, what it's like to go to like the open markets and, buy fresh meat. I think she bought like goat. Cause I was like, what animal is that? When they went to the market and the person was like cutting the meat up and stuff, it still had the legs on it and everything, child. I was like, what is that? Because at first, and I'm not being funny, it looked like a dog. I swear it did. Because in some countries they do be out here eating dogs now. Don't try to make it seem like they ain't out here raising dogs and eating dogs. It looked like a dog. It was about the same size of a nice sized dog, but she said it was a goat. And I'm like, okay. I know that they do in African cultures, Caribbean. We eat goat out here too, though. But I only like my goat barbecued. I've never had like goat in a stew. I know you got to cook goat for a long time because that's an old tough animal. It look tough too. The meat is tough. You got to cook it till it get tender. I used to love barbecue goat now. So she was cooking some goat and some type of goat stew and something with some okra and a whole bunch of spices and stuff. I'm really enjoying that. And I really hope that she makes more videos where she talks about the food and I want her to go out more and show what it looks, because like when she goes out she kind of keeps the camera down. And I know in one video she said she don't want to like film people and all this but I need you to go somewhere where you can film, because I want to see what Africa look like. Like I really want to see their apartment and how they living. Like that kind of stuff is interesting to me. Not so I can, poke fun, because I'm not doing that. I can't be like poking fun in how other people are living unless you out here talking shit like you really doing it. And then when you show it, you living in a matchbox. Like Adrian out here making it seem like she really doing something and she the shit, and she out here, oh, I forgot, you can't cuss on YouTube no more. She the SHIT, and she out here living in her car. Now, that's different. You doing all that kind of stuff, yeah, I'm going to talk about you. But I really hope that Eat with Q gets comfortable enough to. I want to see what like the apartments and the houses and stuff look like in Africa. Because I ain't going to Africa, child. I ain't going to lie. I ain't going. A lot of people be like, oh, I want to go to the motherland and, all this kind of stuff. I ain't going to Africa. I think the days of me traveling that far are gone. I'm not going nowhere, child. I don't have too many plans on leaving California. I'm gonna travel around here in California. I'm gonna go to LA and San Diego and San Bernardino and all these places in California. I'm at home now. Shit, I almost cussed again. Lord, take these cuss words out my mouth, Jesus. Oh, and we still praying for. I can't never think of his name, but the young football player. We still praying for him too, y'all. I mean, they're not really saying much about his condition. So, we just have to pray that. I mean, I think they said that his oxygen levels are getting better, but, who knows really what's going on. The family is not, ready to talk. And I understand that. We just nosy. I know I am. Shit, I want to know, what's going on. So that's it. I will see you guys soon. Me and my husband are working on a like a podcast. Well, we're gonna start here on YouTube and then eventually kind of move it on into the podcast situation type thing. Okay. So I'll talk to y'all later. I just came on here to talk, chit chat, let y'all know we okay. I'm only in the dark because I don't have the lights on, but the electricity, you can tell there's light in, the TV working, the light is on. I'm not sitting here in the dark. I just didn't feel like turning on the light. So we good. Pray for Sacramento because um that's where the storm is on its way now, moving towards that area. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I love you. Bye.